Logan Paul blasts WWE superstar Ricochet after viral Money in the Bank botch. Logan Paul's recent appearance for WWE at last week's Money in the Bank was marked by a pretty major botch. In the latest episode of Impulse, Paul gave his side of what happened when he landed incorrectly on a set of tables. His frustration with the incident has set up a potential rivalry with the other star involved. Since making his debut on an episode of WWE Raw back in April 2021, Logan Paul has competed at some of the company's biggest events, including SummerSlam and the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. He's even had a shot at the most prestigious prize in the business, the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Most recently, Paul appeared in London as part of the seven-man Money in the Bank ladder match. These types of matches are usually filled with jaw-dropping spectacle and high-flying antics. It was no surprise to see Paul go through a table. What was surprising was how gruesome the landing looked. In his most recent podcast episode, Paul confirmed what many fans already know. There was a botched move with a dangerous landing. Paul said, "I walked away this time relatively unscathed." Paul and Ricochet pulling off a major spot at Royal Rumble 2023. The incident occurred when Paul and popular WWE Ricochet attempted a Spanish fly through some tables set up earlier in the match. Paul said Ricochet didn't give him enough time to set himself up for the predetermined spot, so when the two back flipped into the table, Paul landed on his face. The two have clashed before in this year's Royal Rumble, which featured a viral spot where each man flew across the ring to elbow one another mid-air in the center. Paul expressed this frustration that after recent encounter didn't go as well. So I'm gonna be honest. He, Ricochet, blew the fucking match for me, said Paul, according to a report from Dave Meltzer per a tweet from Pro Wrestling Chronicle. The moment was supposed to perform similarly to the Royal Rumble spot and set up a match between the two, but the both waylaid the plan. In an apparent rework, WWE filmed a backstage brawl between the two and aired it on the July 3 episode of Raw. It appears the company is building up an on-screen rivalry between the two for a future premium live event, perhaps this year's SummerSlam. Here is a video I can play you for the copyright reasons, but you can watch it on the WWE. Like most things he does, Paul's foray into professional wrestling has been divisive. Fans in London's O2 Arena, where Money in the Bank was held, could be heard chanting "Fuck you, Logan" throughout the match. Paul addressed this in the podcast and took it as his stride. "I think they're having fun making fun of me. That makes me have fun," he said. "We will have to wait, see if high flying spectacle between Paul and Ricochet is enough to finally win them over."